because we're more of like our fan base is more Tupac fans. We'll go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. Can you explain your comments about Tupac in the past and your opinion
Talk to
on
me.
him?
Which ones?
Just about how I think you had mentioned that he was a Crip before he became a Blood, and
Nah, not me. I never known Tupac to be a Crip. Okay. Before becoming a Blood, I never knew him to have no gang affiliation. I do know he was the misconception that he's California based is false. Okay. He's definitely from New York, East Coast, but I've never known Tupac to be a Crip. Okay. For being a Blood.
Gotcha. Okay. Were you able to see the comments that Alan Hughes made, where he said that Tupac was somewhat delusional, that he was kind of playing a role in the last year of his life?
Well, all artists, majority of them play a role. It's a very small percentage of artists that are really living what they're talking about. If they was actually living what they was talking about, a lot of them be perjuring themselves. So I look at a lot of these artists as like street reporters. You know, they may be talking about some real shit because they see it around them, certain people around them. You hear Pac drop real names. You know what I mean? But yeah, do I think he was a little overzealous with the role that he should have been playing? He was here to be an artist, not here to be a general, not here to call no shots. If you develop a clique or a crew, it should have been around entertainment. I think the controversial thing that I say is I believe that Tupac fucked up a dynasty because he didn't know his position. You know, if I'm in Chicago with my team from Chicago and one of my Chicago guys tells me that dude over there tried to rob me, right? I'm gonna take note of that. I'm not moving until my Chicago team move. Stay backyard. I don't know if that dude is related to somebody. He part of the plug. And politics around this dude. You know, everybody ain't for jumping. Some people you can't touch like that and think it's just gonna end like that. And I wouldn't know because I'm not from Chicago. So in this situation, Tupac had a lot of natives around him that was from, you know, that understood what that politic was. Right. And but if I take off, the dudes that I'm with quite naturally is gonna come behind me. If they can't stop me before I get to somebody and I initiate an attack, they're gonna follow suit. And that's what happened in this situation. You gotta ask yourself, what came of that situation? Suge Knight out on 9 years joint suspension. The homies know that if he jaywalk, he going back. Couple of the homies on parole. You in a Vegas hotel, everybody on camera, right? And the gentleman that in question, they know you just can't put hands on it. Guy like that, you gotta all the way or no way. So what happened? He did what he did. He forced the homies to move with him. And, you know, 30 minutes, an hour later, he's dead, Suge shot. What come of that? Violation for Suge, 9 years, go to prison. What comes of that? Snoop Dogg sees the boat is sinking. He leaves, goes to No Limit. Shit starts to fall apart. You know, Reggie did the best he could. Without him, it was sunk even before Suge came home. And it's from that action. Yeah. That one action. Let's eliminate Tupac going over there attacking that man. That eliminates the shooting. That eliminates him losing his life that day. That eliminates Suge being caught on camera, involved in the situation that would send him to prison. Everybody's life might have been different.
Did you see where T-Pain had said that if Tupac were around in today's era of social media and all that, that he would have got quicker? Do you believe that to be
He
accurate?
would have got what?
He would have gotten killed quicker. As far as just today, where people have more information about where you are, what you're doing, who you're moving with.
Well, I don't know what he meant by that, because T-Pain has never been. He's not one of those dudes that ever had to worry about how he was moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been pretty good about being T-Pain, staying in T-Pain's lane, and doing T-Pain business. And I commend him for that. But nah, I think Pac would have adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
He had the right people around him. It's just that night, a lot of things happened that really shouldn't have happened. Yeah. For one, nobody shouldn't have been able to get on the side of that vehicle. Mm-hmm. Just a lot of breaches and basic proper security. Yeah. So you gotta relax. But I believe Tupac, like all of us, he would have adjusted. Mm-hmm. We all have to adjust with social media. You know what I mean? I understand if you got your locations on and certain things, he just would have adjusted to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I still think he would have been a factor.
Yeah. Do you think Trayvon has any sort of blame in the situation? I know we had Trayvon on a couple of years ago. He had words for you because you had words for him back then over something. I'm not sure what it is, if it was Compton stuff or whatever. But do you feel like he bears any responsibility for saying, hey, that's the guy that tried to take my chain?
Nah. First of all, me and Trayvon didn't have no words about Compton stuff, because I'm not from Compton. Okay. I'm from Pacoima, but he's from Compton. Yeah. Well, that's what he claims. No, I don't think Trayvon was wrong for sharing them. Yo, there go dude that we got into it with at such and such. Yeah. I just think he was just, having conversation. I don't believe Trayvon told Tupac to go get him, right, or let's go get him. Mm-hmm. He'd have had those conversations with other people that was there if he was on that. So, I don't put no blame on Trayvon for that.